And that's how you do it. I just went a little bit aggressive. I forget that in this game it really pays off to be just a little bit more aggressive. I think I'm used to playing other games or playing no games because I haven't played them in quite a bit. At least not like seriously. So apparently this is just like a dead end or just like something like just a thing I could pick out. Okay, so that means we have to go back in the direction that we originally went into, but I'm glad to have explored it, because I feel like fighting a big burly enemy like this one is sure to give me some good, I would say, practice. Maybe practice is the right word here. I'm not looking for that word, I'm looking for something similar. I know there's a giant demon which will spawn on top of me, which I think is represented by that circle on the ground, so I'm just kind of leaving this place before he decides, or it decides to come. I'm not gonna be assuming its gender, not in 2018, even though I feel like when it comes to demons, you can assume their gender. Like, it doesn't really matter what you call them, they're demons. Or maybe is that too reductive? Maybe we should respect demons more. I think that's a good question. That's a question for all the sociologists out there. Do you think demons should be appreciated like other living beings? Are they actually technically living? I mean, I guess not. But what defines life, right? I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is getting too complex. I don't mind them. I feel like they're grieving over something. I don't feel like I should fight them again. I beat them once. I've proved everything I had to prove. Unless they follow me outside. Okay, I don't think so. Why is everything shaking? And everything is breaking beneath me, and every single creature that exists is attacking me. I'm just so confused. Not confused, but what are you? I like how my reaction to how are you is just to swing at it with my axe. It just feels oddly appropriate. Did that thing die? Oh, I saw him, but I didn't think he was ranged. No. Oh, go away, little ghost baby. It's not a baby. Maybe it's a baby. I'm not sure how babies look like in the demon world. I do feel like I'm under constant pressure in this ashen world, which... Another guy. I just beat one of you. But maybe that's what I said when I meant that practice... practice will help. To be honest, the terrain here is a little bit different, like in terms of the things, like how you fight them and just where you can dodge or not. But I think I have a strategy to get back to this place relatively quickly, and I will now demonstrate that so you can see what I'm doing. So my plan is to basically go here and then go into the edge below, which will cushion my landing, which is I think a generally good thing, so I don't break my legs. Then I keep running, like, see that guy? It takes some time to spawn them, and basically I just go here and ignore them. Hopefully if they do follow me, they don't have the plot armor the way I do, because in general I would die if I didn't have plot armor here, right? Because obviously that's a lot of height. I can break my legs, like, unlike these jokers, I'm actually still alive, so I still have the chance to die, which maybe means that they can actually follow me. I mean, that doesn't matter. So there's just a giant gaping hole in the wall. Alright. I know that if I fought him, it would make this a lot easier. But at the same time, I feel like running away makes it even easier. So I'm really taking the path of least resistance here. And who would have thought? I'm back to where I was before. It really feels like this whole run was made with the ability to skip it in mind. Except this giant joker. The ghost still gets you when you least expect it. It feels like I'm playing whack-a-mole with these guys. Another one? He just came out of the tar pit, which is commendable. Like, was he just hiding there? Oh god. He's a bit feisty, isn't he? That's one. I think I could have snuck in too, but let's not get greedy. I don't really want to fight this guy again. That was solid. Okay, let's heal. I think he's gonna do his rage attack and I am somehow still alive. That is... I'm very happy about it. Yikes. He's gonna strike me? No, he didn't do the third one. That's good. You can tell that I'm a little bit trusty. His winds up are quite long. I don't see anything. He's gonna jump. Again, I just need to be aggressive with my attacks because that gives me an opportunity to stun lock him. I think he's just dead. Whew, that was... I don't want to say just how nervous that made me, and at the same time I'm very afraid of what is yet to come. Because I know that this tension will be exacerbated. I think that's the right word. When I actually fight the final boss. Homeward Bone? Take the plunge, you won't die. I mean, just, why not trust random signs of the garage, right? Maybe these magical circles protect me from death. That's nice. How about you give me like... I think what the game could do right now is give me like a peaceful moment before it wrecks me again. Just like to relieve the tension, right? my heartbeat is like 1,000 million right now. Maybe the goal is to get to the shiny bright moon thing, or sun, or moon sun, sun moon. The bonfire here looks promising, but from what I've learned, this could just be a tricky bonfire, which could just teleport me back to the start, which would be really mean, but apparently wasn't. So that makes me glad. One thing that I really feel like, so I just want to check out one thing, like just for the narrative, not narrative terms, but I just want to know if you can actually teleport back. Yeah, you can. Like, I feel like this would have been a much stronger presentation if you actually weren't able to teleport out. I just feel like it would make you feel trapped a little bit more. I'm not saying like you should feel trapped, but at the same time I feel like I'm in some distant land, like I'm in the past. I'm facing the demons that I've killed and I'm trying to relieve their souls or whatever. Another butterfly, alright. So the ability that I actually have to teleport out just makes me feel like this is another area instead of like something grander than that. And it is grander, right? Because this is like the final stage and I'm doing something for the betterment of humanity or the creatures on this world. Oh, not the witches, not the witches. The witches, I knew they were gonna come at some point. Like, the sins of my past have come back to haunt me. Okay, so apparently this is an area where I have to dodge the big guy and there are mushrooms and... okay. Okay, so the mushrooms are just... I feel like I'm gonna get poisoned. There's really no way around that, especially with all the spores and the poison swamp on the ground. Okay. Is there a way I have to kill that big fella? I mean, oh, it's not a butterfly, it's actually a witch demon. I don't know what I expected. I thought it was the butterfly from the first game and they're just gonna make a reappearance because the moonlight butterfly, that's it. Because who would dare to destroy such a beautiful creature? And the answer to that is of course me. Something is poisoning me. The spores and another big fella. Okay, so this is scary. I'm gonna go for 2 because I'm a greedy bastard. That actually worked out somehow. The mushrooms are coming, so I'm on limited time here. I didn't know it was that limited. Yikes! I almost thought I was gonna kill him, but he's still barely alive. And I'll be honest, when that guy's shooting at you and is making horrible noises, it's so very hard to stay focused and just fight one guy at a time. I can see they're guarding something, and I guess let's go check it out. I'm not saying that it won't be useful in the future, but It probably most likely won't be. Oh, I like how they actually designed this. So where you're actually fighting the big guy, he can't shoot you. But as soon as you come here, not only do you have to deal with poison, and you kind of have to dodge and not stay in the same place, but also the butterfly demon thing can shoot you. That's sweet. I can appreciate that. Although I don't think they're gonna pose too much of a problem. Being able to actually kill enemies in just a single shot is so incredibly valuable. Wait, do they not expulse poison when you kill them? I thought they did, but maybe it's like just like the first one, or maybe like a very specific one of a group. I'll be honest, the fact you have to kill 10 mushrooms to get souls at this point in the game just feels like a little bit too much on the nose. Like, it feels like the game is trolling me, but okay, it's fine. Let's go up the branches of the tree and hopefully get the hell out of this stupid swamp. Maybe it's stupid is a bit reductive. I like the swamp. The swamp did nothing wrong. It's just the creatures that live in the swamp that I think are, well, maybe not stupid, because that implies something very bad, but I think they're unhospitable. And definitely not very nice to strangers. I think that's a fair assessment without hurting anybody's feelings, even the demons. If they have them. Maybe they don't, I'm not sure. I'm not a demon expert, I'm a demon slaying expert, maybe, but not a demon expert. Whenever I see a white shadow when I'm fighting one enemy like this guy, I just get spooked. Okay, so the witch is scaring me, because they tend to be very strong, and the fact her name is Zoe actually I think makes it more intimidating. I don't know why, like, a Zoe does not seem like a very frightening name to me, but when you see a pyromancer wielding a flame in her left hand or right, I'm not sure, I think that tends to give off quite a spooky... Oh, they're not dead. Okay, so when this happens, I tend to kind of freak out a little bit. Zoe, I know you have pyromancy, and I respect you for it. I feel like you've probably earned that knowledge yourself. You worked very hard, but at the same time... Oh, she has melee pyromancy too. Okay, plan B. How did that miss her? Oh, she dodges too. Zoe, no offense, I'm going. I'm out. I hope you don't mind me. Hope you don't chase me. Just stand there. She kind of walks slowly. She reminds me of that monster from It Follows, which just kind of creeps out behind you. And I feel like that's what she's doing right now. She's creeping up behind me. Oh god, how did I dodge all of that? How did I dodge all of that? I feel like this is presumably the wrong area to be in right now. Eat the effigy, man. I ate the effigy, but I didn't get the health. So, is this even the right way to go? Maybe I should have gone in the other direction. I'll try that first. Yikes. This whole area, I love it. It's such a mess. It's such a mess, but I love it. It's a very, I think, abusive relationship at this point. Maybe it's trying to guide me to get to that particular soul. I'm not sure. I'll see you in a minute. Alright, maybe not in a minute. Well, it was a minute for me. For you, it was like 2 seconds. But let's try this branch. It seems promising. Mainly because it's leading to goodies. I see you hiding on the stage there. Ring of Favor. Maybe that's a good ring. I'm not sure. But I feel like I have to drop down. Here seems like a safe spot. I never thought that... Okay, so he just doesn't die. Fine. This is what I get for trying to fight them. I'm like, I'm gonna fight them because I assume they're a big enemy who doesn't respawn. But no, of course they will respawn. The game tries to spite me. It tries to diminish my hard work. I feel like this is where that we're trying to justify it comes back into play. It wasn't hard work, because it's not about the results, it's about the friends we've made on our way there. Which at this point are none. I don't feel like I've made any friends. Except maybe that butterfly is my friend. Pillage remains, that seems a bit rude because he's very freshly deceased. So this just doesn't lead anywhere. Alright, so that's a good sign that I should probably go up the branch. I really like he's just chilling there. The noises in the background do spook me a bit, but... I'm just trying to kind of check if there's anything, but no, I guess I have to go up the branch. Yikes, can you... I hate the fact that I'm running. Maybe I should be rolling. No. Okay. I'm running and it still manages to hit me, so I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to dodge that. Maybe use cover, or maybe... I feel like there's another way to distract them that I'm just blissfully unaware of. And I kind of should be taking the counter. Maybe I should be exploring a little bit, but... I feel like I was making good progress up until something... Like everything just started destroying me. Like, namely Zoe. Was it Zoe? I think it was Zoe. Damn pyromancers. So I have a new strategy for the butterflies, which I'm not really sure if it's gonna work, but I'm gonna zigzag. I feel like generally that's something that might help. Oh, this is just one. I can take one guy. But the two guys that come later with the pyromancer do freak me out a little bit more. The one thing I'm taking issue with is that I feel like even if I kill the pyromancer, she's just gonna come back the next time I'm come here, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die at least like 15 more times just because I'm not really sure where I'm going in the first place. Okay, so I'm just not doing this very well, so I'm just gonna resort to my first tactics, which is just run, and I hope that the little guys can't outrun me, but even if they can, I'll just try to kill them, I suppose. They're so tricky, like they just wait, when they see you charging up an attack, they kind of move away. They're clever. I like their AI because it's clever, but at the same time. Okay, so Zoe gave up. I'm glad that Zoe gave up because I was ready to take her on if she was actually if she started marching towards me, but she stopped. So, is this really the right way to go? I mean, I suppose zigzag. Nice zigzag. Okay, bad zigzag. This is a better zigzag. I just wonder how I can actually. Oh yeah, hide in the rooftops. I thought there was ground below me. Apparently not. I mean, there was ground below me, but it was just at a different altitude than I have expected. Okay, so I did say I like this area, but now I'm just kind of slightly torn. At least this part. Like, the first part was great. This part was definitely a bit questionable. Maybe I just need to go left. Maybe that's the secret. There's an item here, which is probably gonna be useless. Titan chunks aren't useless, but they're kind of feeding me Titan chunks at this point, which I feel like is so I can actually upgrade different weapons and utilize them to a certain degree, but I don't know. Wait, don't I just come back here if I drop down? Yeah, this is exactly where I come back to. Maybe I need to go in here. I am... You can tell that I don't know what I'm doing. If you expected this playthrough to have any semblance of someone knowing what they're doing, I'm sorry, because this is obviously not true. I see a little house, maybe the little household secrets I cannot imagine. Try projectile. I have no projectiles. I mean, I have the knives that aren't really successful. I see another area where I can go. Okay, I slipped. Maybe, but I mean, it's just another item at the end. I have to think about where to go. I'll explore a bit and then actually let you know when I think I have it figured out. Okay, so I think I goofed it up a little bit. So at first I thought this was the final area, and it kind of made sense to me because there's a lot of ash everywhere and everybody refers to me as the Ashen one. So it just made sense that this would be the final area in some regard. But in fact, when I teleported, I think for the second time, I actually missed the final boss, and I actually need to go here. So we're just kind of scrolling through this, just trying to figure out that maybe there's like a previous bonfire I can teleport to. And then I see that there's the kiln of the first flame here, and I know for a fact, at least in the first game, this is where you fought the final boss. So now, I assume this is going to be it. So in some sense, this was very climactic for everybody who didn't know what's going on. And at the same time, I assume it was very anticlimactic for everyone who actually knew what was going on. So, you know, I teleported here, and I was like, oh, maybe that bonfire just takes us back to where we were before, because that's how we got here. And instead of using it, we got here. So this is, I would say, slightly embarrassing, but at the same time, I'll figure what I actually want to do.